Welcome back to a new cooking video. Today I'm going to show you a healthy thing to make. It's called chai pudding. It's basically when you take these chai seeds and you soak them in liquid and it makes a sort of pudding, and it's an awesome thing to eat if you want to eat a little bit more healthy, as I've been trying to do lately. So I'm going to show you 3 beautiful ways to make a chai pudding that really stands out. Let's get straight into this. Let's go. Okay, to start, you're going to add 250 milliliters of coconut milk, followed by 250 milliliters of almond milk, and then 100 milliliters of chai seeds. Now it's easier just to measure this out in a beaker, 100 milliliters, instead of weighing it out. Just quickly do it. Now once you've added the ingredients, you just mix it like this, and you leave it in the fridge for 2 hours to set or soak up. Now, jar number 2, again, we're going to do 250, 250, and 100. And then we're going to give it a mix, and again you're going to leave it to soak for 2 hours. But before you do that, you can add a bit of blue pigment. So here I'm adding blue spirulina. This is a naturally occurring algae that's very bright blue color, and they extract the color out of it to make this pretty healthy powder that you can eat and color stuff with. So give it a little shake. I've added half a teaspoon, and I find that's not quite enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Now just look at the color, see if it's at the level that you want, and just keep adding until you get to the right shade that you want. So here I'm just going to add another little bit, give it a little shake, and that's starting to look like what I want for my chai puddings. Now leave it in the fridge for 2 hours to soak. Third jar, again 250, 250, 100, and for this one we're going to color it with matcha green tea. So here I've got a whole teaspoon of matcha that I'm pouring it, but that makes a very strong matcha color. If you want, do half a teaspoon, but I want a full one. Okay, so look at that. This is the 3 chai puddings. Leave them in the fridge for 2 hours at least to rest, and they'll soak up the liquids and they'll become like this thick pudding like this. It's an awesome thing that just happens naturally by just leaving them together. And if it's a bit too thick, like this matcha here, you can just add a little bit more liquid back in, a little bit more coconut milk or both, and just give it a little mix. Now the blue spirulina, look at this. This is awesome blue chai pudding. Now to present your chai puddings. Take your matcha and just put it in the bottom of a glass like this. Then add a little bit of white chai pudding and just cover up the matcha, just like that. And then we're going to add a little slice of kiwi and just press it up against the glass like this. And just keep pressing it until it sticks. Now just turn the glass and add another slice. And just keep doing this all the way around until you get your 3 slices in. After you've done that, you want to cover it up with a little bit more white chai pudding. And once you just cover up the kiwis, then you want to add some more of that green chai pudding just to have the same symmetry. Awesome. And now to finish it off, we're going to top it up with some fresh fruits on top. So since we put kiwi inside, I'm going to add kiwi on top. So here I've got some diced kiwi that I'm just going to drop on top. Don't worry if any spill off the edges, you can just pick them off since they're on the cutting board. And just cover the top up nice and evenly till it's got a nice amount of kiwi on there. Then add a little bit of mint and done. Look at this beautiful kiwi matcha chai pudding ready to eat. Now moving on to the next one. We're going to take that blue chai pudding. We're going to put a good layer on the bottom of this glass. Like before, we're going to add fresh fruit onto a cup. Here we're adding 3 strawberries. Perfect. And then we're going to add a little bit more blue chai pudding to cover them up. And then once we get close to the top of the strawberries, we're going to add a little bit of that white chai pudding just to finish off the glass. Now I'm going to add some fresh fruit on top. I'm going to add some blueberries, a little bit of raspberry, and maybe a raspberry there, some cut strawberries. And okay, I think that's nearly it. Just one more blueberry, maybe one more there, and a little bit of mint. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful strawberries and blue chai pudding done. Now for the next one, we're going to take a little bit of mango and we're just going to carve out the inside flesh into a bowl. And then once you've done that, you're going to take a fork and just smash it up. And we're making a simple compote of fruit here, but just of a single fruit with no other ingredients. So we're just smashing up the fruit a little bit. And Then here we're taking some raspberries and we're gonna do the same with a fork. And this is a nice way to get a natural ingredient in a different format into your chai puddings. And I don't want to add anything like sugars or anything like that. I just want to have it fresh fruit and just smashed up. Okay, so here for this glass, I'm going to add a little bit of blue, then some white, and then a little bit of that mango, smashed up mango, and a little bit of that smashed up raspberry. And then you just keep repeating the cycle. You add a little bit of white, then you add a little bit of mango, then a little bit of raspberry, and you just keep repeating. Maybe a little bit of blue chai pudding, and then some of that white chai pudding, and you just keep layering it up. And you can do this with any kind of fruit. If you want to have whole little bits of fruit in there, you can also have that. Just go crazy and make your own designer chai pudding. So once I've finished layering it all up, I'm going to add again some fruit on top, just like before. And for this one, I'm going to have little whole lumps of mango, because I really love mango. It's one of the best fruits ever. And after that, some raspberries. Just layer them around randomly. And if you feel that something isn't in the right place, you can just move it to a different spot. You know, you don't have to commit to anything. And there we go. 3 chai puddings that you can enjoy at home. Done. So there we go. Now you know how to make 3 beautiful chai puddings that look absolutely stunning and are super delicious. And don't forget, you can put whatever fruit you want into these. You don't have to adhere to my rules of what I made. You can just add and substitute any of the fruits for something that you might enjoy more. And just make the chai pudding that you like to make. Also on that note, when I do make chai pudding for myself, I don't really make it into a big glass and pretty like that with fruit on the sides. I just put it in a bowl and just eat it out of that like that. You know, it's just for me, so who's gonna see it? But it is nice to make your food sometimes look pretty and interesting and probably Instagrammable. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these videos, and hit that like button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.